Hey everyone, good morning. Yeah, I'm glad you woke up well this morning. Yes, it's your favorite weekend broadcast, Essential Words. And before anything, I would like to remind you that it is so important. You know who you are, what you are, and decisions you make. So this morning, guys, I'll be talking about what I titled Negative Words. Negative words. And what exactly do I mean by negative words? Negative words are often used to describe someone or something that is unpleasant. Yes, they can also be used to express frustration or dissatisfaction with a situation. Yeah. And do you know negative words can sometimes upset or hurt someone? They are often needed in order to fully express or explain how one is feeling. Yes. And it can as well be used as warning and also to prevent someone from getting into trouble. Yes. But the thing is, the funny part of it is that the way so many of us uses negative words as positive words these days are just making it look as if we haven't done anything wrong. Yes, most people these days right now, even in our country, people in our environment, they get used to, like, they are in short used to negative words, and besides they are making it look as if they're speaking the positive words, like they are making statements with positive words besides their negative words. It's probably the situation around us that made us see negative words as something that are normal, and it shouldn't be. Most especially people that don't speak pidgin, people that are used to speaking pidgin. Yes, pidgin to be precise. They'll be like, I swear, I swear, and before you know it, you think, okay, what you're saying is like, okay, it should be a normal thing. I said that is you are not well. And for instance, you dey craze, and they won't say with laughter, you dey craze, and before you know it, everyone just assume, okay, they are nice words, as we take it as a positive word. So it shouldn't be like that. We can't make a statement without adding a negative word to it. It has been a part and parcel of us, most of us out there, which is so very bad. And mind you, negative words are effective. They are very effective, and in short, very, very, very effective. Let me just put it that way. So the next thing coming to your mind right now is that why are positive words not effective? Do you know that the answer to that is because when you make positive words or statements, most times you do not take it to heart. You do not talk about it like you really mean it. But why you speak negative words, you say it probably out of frustration, out of annoyance. You just speak it like you are silly, you are naughty, you are this. And do you know that as at that moment you really, like, you meant it so well, because you are actually frustrated. And besides, I don't want to go to be too religious, but the thing is, as at that moment, in short, in our environment these days, normally, physically, spiritually, in everywhere we are in the world today, both God and devil are at work, and I'm very sure you know about that. Both devil and God are at work. So when you speak those negative words, the devil is actually very happy to hear it, because that is what he needed. So once you are speaking it, he's taking it into action, it's making it to work immediately. Why, when you speak positive words, yes, Jesus should be there to answer your prayer, or God himself should be there to answer those positive words. But the thing is, you do not say like someone who mean it. And even when you pray, sometimes you might say, okay, during prayers you do make those positive words, you make use of positive statement, but still nothing is coming out of it. It's because once you pray and you meant those words, I bet you Satan will be there to bring up your flaws against God and tell him reasons why you shouldn't answer those positive words, those positive statements as at that moment. So know that it does not work. And mind you, positive words, they work. Yes, they work. Just that you need to take those positive words, you need to be mean with them, not negative words. We get to know that so many people out there, probably parents or people in your environment, and when they get angry, the next thing they talk about, like things they say, they're just things which are not really okay. Some people can say you are mad, you are crazy, you are this, you are that, you are controlling, those kind of words. Those kind of words, they are negative words, and because of you really meant it at that moment, you even feel, in short, you feel like it should even come to pass at that period, at that time. So that is why those negative words, they have effect on people. So you need to be broken. Yes, once you are broken, you would get to know that those things are not meant for you, those negative words are not meant for you. So besides, when it is what will I put it, when it is time, in short, when you're angry, just try and relax your mind. Try and relax. I will advise you not to talk even when you're angry. Just calm down, because once you speak, actions follows. Yes, once you speak, action follows. So mind you, these negative words, they have their effects. Actually, I'll be giving you just 6 effects right now, but it's not limited to 6. There are much more than 6 effects of negative words. So right now, we'll just be giving you 6 of it. And the number one is what I call childhood trauma. Yes, childhood trauma. Children who were brought up in a household where sharp criticism and cruel taunts were normal can tell you that words can hurt even more than body blows. Yes, they can hurt even more than body blows. And in short, people that in you as an individual, growing up with your parents, with your elder sisters, elder brothers out there, once you get them hungry and they decided not to beat you or not to punish you, they just speak a particular word to you. Probably you are silly, or you are naughty. Those words will be like, oh, it will be so painful to you that, gosh, what is this? So it affects childhood trauma. Yes, that's it. That's one of the effects of negative words. And another thing is poor self-esteem. Yes, poor self-esteem. Negative words embedded themselves in young minds. Yes, in young minds, along with the pain that someone who should love you and cherish you, such as a parent, a teacher, a mentor, apparently does not think very much of you at all. So it's also called poor self-esteem. Another thing is repercussive results. As we grow, we repeat these negative things to ourselves and never learn to trust ourselves. Yes, it limits the trust we even have in ourselves as an individual. Another thing is what I title anxiety. Yes, expressing a long-term anxiety in our lives. That's another effect of negative words. Another thing is that the number 5 is what is actually self-defeating behavior. Yes, and the last one which I will be talking about, in order not to take our time, is a cycle of verbal abuse. Yes, there's something we call cruelty. Cruelty breeds cruelty. Yes, a child who knows nothing else but negativity may become a negative person, even to those who never knew them as a child. I tell you, and before you know it, they'll keep growing, because everything within them in their environment is all about abuse, negativity, this and that. They didn't even have any trait of positivity in them, and it's going to affect them even while they grow up. That is why we have so many examples out there as an individual, as people. We have so many of them out there. So guys, I would just like to I'm requesting and I'm pleading that you do what you speak positive words always. Make positive statements. Yes, and be prayerful. Don't get angry unnecessarily. Those words, they work. I tell you, even if as a parent you are always cursing, or you're always saying negative words to your children, I tell you, it's definitely gonna come to pass in their life. So you never can say at that moment what is happening. Yes, this world itself is full of spiritual forces which are unseen, and even if you can see spiritual things, actually probably you are blessed with a vision, but nevertheless this world itself they are filled with spiritual things. So speak positive words always. I would like to stop speaking negative words. So yes, that's all for today. I'm sorry I took much of your time today, but mind you, stop sharing our videos on social media. We love you all very much, and don't stop subscribing. That is so important. Yes, do not stop subscribing. I love you all. Bye.